This is London with Bitcoin Spike at VIPTrader.com. We're going to go through Bitcoin, going to go through all the charts. We've got them lined out in the back. We've got them lined out in front of me here. Take a look. We're going to go through all the TA. First of all, I want to update you. Yesterday, what was it? China came through with their zero tolerance COVID policy. It impacted the markets a bit. Slight rebound. Note this, guys. Slight rebound in the equities. You saw that today. A little bit of a rebound after that drop. What didn't rebound? Crypto. What happened between CZ? Yeah, Binance and FTX CEO. Not one of my favorite guys at all. Way to go. I have to say, Binance, CZ, good job. But they offloaded all their FTT/FTX tokens, essentially. And there is some concern in the industry. As you guys know, that there is some concern in the industry about FTX right now. We'll go through just briefly before we get into the charts today. Look, as part of Binance's exit from FTX equity last year, Binance received roughly 2.1 billion USD equivalent in cash, okay? Due to recent revelations that have come to light, we have decided to liquidate any remaining FTT, that's the FTX tokens, on our books. Pay attention. We'll try to do so in a way that minimizes market impact. Guys, FTX is a major exchange. This is a big deal. CZ's just throwing at it, guys. But listen to this. Due to market conditions and limited liquidity, we expect this to take a few months to complete. Binance always encourages collaboration between industry players regarding any speculation as to whether this is a move against a competitor. It is not. Our industry, and listen up, guys, our industry is in its nascency. And every time a project publicly fails, it hurts every user and every platform. We typically hold tokens for a long term, and we have held onto this token for a long time. We stay transparent with our actions. He made another statement in terms of having learned from Luna, okay? And he all but made the comparison between Luna. He said, we learned our lesson from Luna. Big deal, guys. That's big talk. You have a lot of big players in crypto right now that are pulling back, assessing the situation. So I'll tell you guys, we'll go over the technicals, see how this is all aligning with crypto. We're excited about more value, without a doubt. Let's go through the charts. This is London with Bitcoin Spike. And guys, VIPTrader.com, we have a lot to talk about. Of course, we have Bitcoin. We get to talk about Bitcoin, but Matic, huge short. Congratulations, some VIP caught it. Taking a look at Solana, huge short. This is a golden short here. Boom. That is our technical indicator. This lit up on the 4 hourly. I'm going to tell you, we are well over 20%. That's the type of trade I'm going to tell you all. I keep mentioning in the back. Take a look at this, 28% right now. That's just the type of trade that can make, guys, it can make your week, your month, your potentially quarter, depending upon how you trade it. So, looking at Doge after Solana, take a look at the specifics here. I did let you know on Doge that this was a dangerous area. This is the daily chart. This was a dangerous area to involve yourself with a breakout trade. You guys remember that? Without a doubt, we had that bell formation, okay? The bump and run variation, that expansion of the wedge, right? So what we would say is, hey, glad I was able to inform you guys of that. What did we run into? Again, our ice cold short. Boom, on the upside. Played very, very well thus far. Now, taking a look at ETH, one thing I like about Ethereum. Let's go through this. We're going to get to the big boss Bitcoin, but I want to run through this because a lot of traders in the back are trading. So we'll cover some alts for a minute as we look at some of the fallout and opportunities as you guys are trading. We like to focus mainly on Bitcoin. Flat top resistance, yeah, noted on the 8 hourly. I like this, guys, on Ethereum. Take a look at that ascending line of support. That is a really important chart pattern for Ethereum to hold this level of support. The amplitude carry up potential of this move is dynamic. It's a strong looking chart pattern right now. What we don't want to occur, just so that you know, if you're a long Ethereum or you want to trade Ethereum to the upside for this type of an aggressive move, just look at this, because we could, let's say if we were to take off from this point right now, we'd be looking at about 100, about a 96% gain, 96%. That's difficult to see on this. Can you guys see? Yeah, barely, 96%. What we don't want to occur is a fallout to the line of support and to retest and grind along this level of support. I'll tell you guys, the lower time frames is the 8 hourly, but the lower time frames are going to guide the price action. That's why we're always dug into those lower time frames. So I want to remind you all about fire and ice. Fire sale line below, the ice cold short line above. It's doing phenomenally well. I'll invite you to use the higher time frames. Use the 4-hourly time frame. Use the daily time frame, particularly if you're not used to booking those quick trades, guys. Yesterday, I went over laddering with you. What's the whole idea behind laddering? Very excited that I did this. We'll go over Bitcoin in one moment. This is London with Bitcoin Spike, former hedge fund owner, private, non-SEC, not financial advice. But laddering, the whole notion was structuring more coins, more cash towards the downside. You guys know that. Structuring more cash, more coins, guys, towards the downside on your orders. So laddering, meaning multiple levels of orders below, right? And scaling. We also talked about scaling, introducing compounding or an increase in terms of those the amount that's in those orders below. Nice chart, J-Mac. Love to see that. The VIX in the house. What's up, J-Mac? My man, what's up, brother? Hope you're doing well. California. Got, who else is out here? We got Kent Gifford. My man, what's up, Kent Gifford in the house. We got, who else we got out here? We got Arturo in the house. What's up, brother? We got a bunch of guys from Cali, from Texas, from Florida, all over, and some ladies from California and all over as well. We're excited about 2022. We are building. Take a look at what Bitcoin did today. I want to shout out for some of the returns. Particularly, let's talk about JMac first of all. What is this? A 57%, 131%, 300% on a short there. Boom, nice short, my man. Nice short. Looking at the specifics on, let's see, then a long thereafter on 104%. Very nicely done. 4 trades back to back stacked. Very nicely done. That's fire and ice all the way. That's VIP. Way to trade, JMac. Way to trade, brother. Way to trade. Now, in terms of star of the show today, had to be Venus. Rocking and rolling with the 200% short there on Matic. If that's still open, that's doing extremely well. Let's take a look at the, and I get to cover these. Some people don't want to watch them. Well, if you're trading, you certainly do. Let's congratulate Venus with an additional, take a look at this, an additional couple of trades here. About 65%. Those are 264, 48, 64, 29. Good trades. Good trades, guys. These are not baby trades, okay? So just understand these are real trades. Congratulations to all the VIP trading. Had some heavy traders. We have some heavy traders, guys. Looking at 115% on a short on ETH. Congratulations on catching that short on Doge. 246%. Way to go. And I have to say, J-Mac, you took the prize thus far with the largest trade. I believe so. J-Mac, congratulations. So it's never a competition. It's a group effort, 100%. There's a 93%. We're just trading in the back. I'm always excited when I see the VIP trading, without a doubt. And as we scroll back up to look at the price action, you just need to know. And I want to say, Chris, great charts in the back. I'm enjoying those charts and the discussions. Absolutely. I know that we did pick up on the fire and ice when you were questioning that in here. I just want to bring that up while you were questioning, saying, hey, fire and ice says buy. And you questioned it. What happened? Well, if you would have gotten into it, Chris, you would have made some money. My man, I know you know that. Got to give you a hard time. So it did work out well on that kind of a flash trade. What we were looking at on Bitcoin, and I want to just reinforce this with you. We'll go to the technical charts here in a moment. Looking at this ascending triangulation, we caught this down in this level here. Early in the day, we caught this. Now, today was a beautiful example to be careful when you're up and over an ascending triangulation. Without a doubt, when you are up and over an ascending triangulation, I tell you, it happened on multiple coins today. What do we see? Very commonly, a return. And sometimes it's a hard return. Sometimes it is a power through this level. But as we look at this, absolutely I'm going to say commonly see a return after reaching our target to the upside, that amplitude move, ideally that amplitude move to the upside in terms of the target. We always say buy at support. Sell at resistance, trade your patterns and hit your targets to the upside. That return move is a beautiful short opportunity. So anyone in VIP could have pulled the trigger up and over, a very standard thing to do, up and over an ascending triangulation with the expectation that you could potentially even, and some of you have, let those profits run, as New York Institute of Finance would tell you guys. Now, what did it say? Cut your losses short and let those profits run. This was the Matic Okay, ascending triangulation. And we'll go through this. Look at the Matic ascending triangulation, flat top resistance, ascending line of support. Do you see click 1, click 2, click 3, click 1 and 2 establish? This is the trend-based Fibonacci extension, right? This is the amplitude move here. You got it. Amplitude move, just draw over that third specific click and click there. That'll give you the percentage that you're seeing the price action complete of this amplitude move, right? So the amplitude is established by click 1, click 2, click 3 just here at the point of breakout. And you'll see that we got up to that 50% level, which is the highest, as we look at it, it's the highest percentage probability, I think 80%, an 80% probability of reaching that level. Then what happened? We did not maximize out and reach the full 100%. You're just seeing, bam, on Matic, which had some great price action. And what do we always say? We want you to maximize your involvement in the market in terms of your, just pay attention, in terms of your, I'd say alignment with the probabilities. I want you guys in 70 and 80% trades if and when they present themselves, right? Big time deal. If you can align your positioning with 70 to 80% in the market, I'm going to tell you, you're going to be doing well. Okay, you're going to be doing well if you are focused and disciplined in that. Take a look at Dogecoin. Before it did drop out, I went ahead and gave this essentially that downside target, which did align on the daily with the specific 20 moving average on the Bollinger Band. Okay, very important to look at that. Nice heads up, more or less, in the back. If you took advantage of that, very well done. What we're seeing on Doge is a common move. Pay attention, it applies to any coin, really. As you're looking at a move to the upside, this specific pennant formation, once that is broken, all right, you'll see from the parallel carry down, from the resistance down to the level of support, you will see as you carry that level down that the market starts to try and formulate into a potential bull flag. We would take that amplitude move, bam, move it to the downside, and we're very excited, like the buyers start to get excited about this lower level here. They just do. If we can get there, it'd be beautiful to have a great bull flag. So it seems a bit, I don't know, lackluster if you're long on Doge, but not if you want to complete into a beautiful bull flag. Let's go over to, this is not supposed to happen now, guys. This is our trade setup. We don't want that to happen. I'm going to have to reboot this now. Let's see if that will reboot, how long it will take. It's going to take a second. I was going to get to the charts in the back. You guys know I spent a long time. There we go. There we go. Come on, baby. Now, I can talk about the system. You guys are probably laughing at VIP. I've been working on this darn thing. You'll see it slowly start to generate and boot up. Now, it's not all just showtime. This is a pro system, and it may look real big on the screen. If I stand up next to it, guys, I'm able to interact with this as much as I need to. What we have on this right now, I have Bitcoin. Now, I have essentially, and I have it set to sleep timeout during the evening times. But we have, you guys know, we've been working on VIPtrader.com, and you'll see here just VIP Trader. Okay, this is the demo. Okay, just so that you know, it's the demo. Let's see in here, just a demo site that we're working and building right now. And in the framework of what we are achieving right now, it's just critical for you to understand what we're putting together for you is essentially a Bollinger Band, a MACD, an RSI, everything for you to look at on the micro, on the macro, so that you can really, really hone your skills. And guys, I know a lot of you are looking at more of a trade setup like this. No problem. If you have a trade station with one screen, guys, no problem if you have a trade station with one cell phone. I'm going to tell you, don't go large. I had a great discussion today, and I just want to talk to you guys for a moment. I had a great discussion today with a potential new trader, and he looked at me. And guys, he looked at me and he said, and I'll turn this around for a moment, but he looked at me and he's like, well, London, he says, how much do I need to invest in the very beginning? He says, I know I need at least $1,000. And I said, no. I was like, you need to learn, you need to interact with the market, and you need to learn to stack literal quarters into a dollar before you start to stack the dollars and try and make hundreds and thousands and tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I told him and I just saw this relief just go over him, because he says, I know I need at least $1,000. And he's a working kid. He's just a working kid. Most of you have been, are, or know many of them, right? We're built by hard work in good ways. And so I wanted to bring that to you all today just to reinforce the fact that you don't need to go heavy in the beginning. What you need to do is learn to stack quarters into $1. Interact with the market. Understand with our 100 rounds training program, you guys know this, right? We want that high volume of trades. We got to have it, guys. We got to have the high volume of trades. How are you going to compete up against a guy from Wall Street? I'm going to tell you, how are you going to compete with a guy up at Wall Street? He's looked at so many charts. He looks at this and immediately knows where his positions are, how he's laddered in, he's stacked in, where his, he's got some, I'd say some different indicators than what we may have, but immediately the chart looks different to the trader on Wall Street who has traded this pattern 300 or 400 or 500 times. You guys know that. If you haven't traded an ascending triangle 200 or 300 times, and that's what our 100 rounds is all about, is building that volume, right? Building the volume of the trades, not going heavily in terms of the amount of your trades until you understand what all these patterns are. Like what's going on with an ascending triangle, bam, bullish, but a return down to this preceding level of support. Right? Is that predictable? Well, if you trade, this is automatic. If you trade 100 of these, when you trade 100 of these on lower time frames, when you go through this 100 rounds, just a very, very important part of VIP. I want to encourage any of you who haven't started that 100 rounds to get on into it, right? As you would look at, and you're going to run into this, and you all know this. Looking at, it's a beautiful example right here. As you would look at Solana, what would be the one thing on Solana? And I will take, although I get to reinforce the fact here, this 4 hourly short, and shout out to Sidra, this 4 hourly ice cold short was beautiful. Nice call in the back, Sidra. My man, what's up? Nice call. You brought that to everyone's attention before it went 27% to the downside. I want to talk about one more feature here. For instance, during your 100 rounds, when you're looking at the New York Institute of Finance, when you're looking at Prector, right? Elliott Wave International, when you're looking at Bulkowski, Encyclopedia of Chart Patterns, all the top resources, okay? We don't mess around, all the top resources. One of the things that you'll see here is a level of support, level of resistance, and you guys know where I'm going, is a potential throw over. Let's take a look at this. A potential throw over from a resistance to resistance. This throw over portion here is a warning signal, can be a warning signal for the market. You all understand this. I've talked about this many times. We've hit this so many times on so many trades. Looking at this throw over resistance, I'm going to tell you, bears engage and want to break this line. Super trend effect. You understand? So if you don't know what a super trend is, super trend sounds like, oh, that's great. That's something we need to definitely get involved in, right? It's a super trend. Well, not long. If you look at Prector, if you pay attention to Elliott Wave International, you'll start to see, wait, okay, anytime we have a parallel channel and we're breaking through the resistance, there's a potential. I'm going to tell you that the actual bears want to break the bulls' line of support. These are the details that you're going to run into. You're going to figure out between that and, let's say, a bump and run variation, right? Where you have the bump and you have a busted pattern. What's a busted pattern? What's the percentage of times on, let's say, of this pattern where you have a busted pattern? What are the potentials for recoup here? This is not standard YouTube information. We are not a standard YouTube trade group, guys. This is London with Bitcoin Spike and VIP Trader. You guys, we're the best, the #1 trade group. We're excited about that title, and we do hold it. And I just want to shout out to all of you. We have a lot of work going on this week, a lot of setup in HQ, and it's not going to quit. We're building in 2022. We're building for you. I am determined to create more million-dollar traders. You got it. We have some. I've built some. There's no reason you can't be one. I would like to build you into one if that's your goal, if that's your dream. Let's do this. Guys, it's going to take a lot of hard work, a lot of discipline and consistency. Okay? Those are the two keys, discipline and consistency. This is London with Bitcoin Spike. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.